doing to me? Oh, tell me what you doing to me. Oh, tell me what you doing to me. Oh, tell me what you doing to me. You know that my love don't come for free. And you scared, and I'm scared of me. You know that my love don't come for free. My love don't come for free. You tell me what you doing to me. 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 You know that my love don't come for free. And you scared, and I'm scared of me. You know that my love don't come for free. My love don't come for free. You know I started my own company. I still need you in my company. If I were to ride, would you ride with me? If I were to die, would you die with me? If my shit was whack, would you lie to me? I don't like to show the other side of me. I never leave my boys because they ride with me. And she don't need to keep it cause she ride on me. Too much hate inside, but it's a part of me. Tell me, can I love when hate's a part of me? Do you remember being ugly, then you glowed on me? Not everybody wants you when it's hard on me. When I look you in the eyes, it take control of me. You know I hate it when you mad at me. My love is deeper than the galaxy. Equivalent exchange the way I alchemy. From the east side better still.
What about Baam's durability? That made me laugh today. I saw that comment. I didn't answer any comments, but that made me laugh. That was good. That was funny. How y'all doing? Yeah, CBL, what's up?
You tell me what you doing to me. 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 You know that my love don't come for free. And you scared, and I'm scared of me. You know that my love don't come for free. My love don't come for free. You tell me what you doing to me. 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 You know that my love don't come for free. And you scared, and I'm scared of me. You know that my love don't come for free. My love don't come for free. You know I started my own company. I still need you in my company. If I were to ride, would you ride with me? If I were to die, would you die with me? If my shit was whack, would you lie to me?
This one. How y'all doing? What's going on? I feel like I haven't had a conversation with you guys in a minute. Also, this is going on YouTube, so say hi to YouTube. Say what's going on YouTube. It's going on YouTube later. Well, tomorrow and maybe Wednesday. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the recent couple of chapters. Let me know how you guys are feeling about it. Are you into it? Are you not into it? How you've been enjoying the fight? All those things, and a couple of things that I think could be in the works, and we'll talk about it. In case you didn't know, 2 weeks ago I had recorded 2 weeks in advance. Oh yeah, great camera. We're doing this today? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. But yeah, alright. It was good, YouTube. Sub YouTube. I'm taking White's power. I wouldn't be surprised. White fans in the mud? Yeah, CBL. Yeah. I like all of my friends who stand White are like, they're not having a good time. Let's put it that way. They are not having a good time. I was speaking to my cousin actually, and he was just looking at me and he's like, "Bro, I'm mad at you because you made me start this." Because his favorite character is White and White's his Slayer. So, he was, I think he was warming up to Yama, but after Yama got his ass whacked by Ass Ratchet, he was like, "No mas, I don't need that. I'm not into that." So. It is what it is. But yeah, no, for real though, like, you guys have been enjoying these last couple of chapters, say the last 3 chapters, because it's been going the way that I believe it's supposed to go. Hey, he's here. What's going on? Like, it's going the way that I kind of expected. But you know what is shocking me? I don't find that it's very engaging. Like the whole Quinn versus Bam thing is something that I would say that we were kind of looking forward to seeing come to fruition at some point. You would think there'd be a bit more interaction and like and smack talking, especially since he used the death of two people to kind of entice you to fight him. And it's kind of just like I don't know what the guy's name is. But you ever see like that I guess influencer or skit maker? He's I believe I don't know. I didn't know he's black, but he'll watch somebody do something extremely complicated and then he'll just do it like in a regular way. Like they'll be like, "Oh, life hacks to like make your water come out quickly, poke holes in the bottom," and then he'll just go like this. Like that guy. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking Cabby, there we go. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, you just just do that. Like Bam's just in the air doing this. So like and it's like fighting for his life. Like I'm like this is not that raw to me personally, but it is showcasing how much of a monster Bam is in comparison to White. Like, you know, gosh dang, a bug is a bug. All I gotta do is this. and you down fighting for your life. So yeah, I don't know. Cabby lame. I don't know if he's lame or not. I don't know. But it is what it is. I wasn't he was gonna win, so I was never engaged with Bam versus White. That's fair. That's fair. But it's just like seeing White. Like White is doing so much cool ish where I'm like, bro, I really liked when he stabbed the ground and then like it's like the piercing attack came out from other places, like a fighting game. If you're like, you know, Crimson Viper punched the ground and like the fire comes like it's or Nikali or something. Like it was really cool. I like that. But I'm like I'm seeing you display some really dope REA sportsmanship in the last fight you might ever have in this series, you know? So it is what it is though. That's his online handle. Oh. I didn't know that. I don't know. I thought you were calling him lame. I didn't know that. My bad. But yeah. What do you like more? Bam versus White or Hisoka versus Corolla? Yo, they equally mid to me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather look at SIU's artwork than than Tagashi's. So I'm gonna go with this one, honestly speaking. He's fighting for his life, like that one R&B singer who was named. Oh no! Just finished watching a live reaction. These chapters are full of blasting ish. I don't know what's going on half the time. I won't lie to you. Like I've been lost. Like I don't want to complain about it anymore. So I just been kind of going with the flow. But there's a lot of times where it's like I want to make it clear that I don't dislike the artistry itself and the panels in which they're in, but there's no flow. It's just like things are happening. Then I'm seeing particle effects and like an angle of white, and then it's like I'm not sure. Like I'm squinting to really try to piece together what happened, and I don't think he had that problem before. I don't know how much you guys have liked the choreography for Tower of God fights. I still think probably his best one is Elaine and Bam, or JV, just because when he was on his blue ore, like bobbing and weaving through her weapon inventory and kind of hitting her with those like kicks off the ore, I thought it was really well done. I thought Anakin Rand was good. Rand and the idea is good. Kallavan and White I thought was fine. I like how White was cutting through the sense of bravery energy. That looked really dope. But ever since he comes back with break, it just seems like this like white flash of overlays and effects, and I'm like, son, I'm sure he like did something cool, but I'm not entirely sure. It's not clear with the artistry, and I thought that was something he was really good at for a really long time. Even when you factor in, he used to zoom out to kind of show you the scale of an attack, like how far it pushed somebody, how big it is. Like think of Yuri and Karaka on the bridge, and we're like zoomed out. We're like, yo, they're going crazy down there. So yeah, honestly, White was putting in the work. Okay, White was the underdog. He really was. This isn't moving me. I feel it. I'm not gonna lie. I did like the showcase for White so much shit a bit. Deflecting Bam Shinsu. No, I feel that. Bam evolved from copycat to a robber. This fight is man. I recently read Enid versus Rand, bro. I was still getting goosebumps. Man, remember when Machete was like, wow, camera, come on, dog. Remember Machete was like, you gotta take the hit and then you gotta hit him with something stronger. I love that. That's rent free in my head. So about the Shinsu rain, do you think it should only affect White or anyone in the vicinity? I think it should affect any. Come on, camera. I think it should. I think it should affect everybody. But I don't know if he's got some weird like ability to just make it like, yeah, it's going to rain literally everywhere. But but I can decide who it doesn't affect. That's incredible. I froze already. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. This is ridiculous. This is part of the reason why I did not go on camera for the most part last week. This shit was pissing me off. I don't know what's going on. I can't tell if it's like, I'm plugging into this side and see if it's maybe the outport. Technical difficulties. One moment, please. You finna cooperate now, bro? Now I gotta fit this back in. Hold on. Oh, that's too many. Bring this down a bit, yes, sir. Scratch this way a bit, yes, sir. Okay. Versus the Hobbit destructive power. Yeah, that was good. That was a good one. The chapter says White lost his confidence, but it didn't seem that way. He still stabbed Bam and tug of war now. I would argue. Yeah, I kind of hear what you're saying. I think what he was trying to portray was like initially when he was going to devour Bam, he was like, "Oh, this is my chance. This is my opening. I got this, dude." And then when he realized it was part of Bam's plan, he lost confidence in the fact that he saw an opening. It's Bam that let him do it, but I don't think he has the luxury to give up. Plus, I think he said something along the lines of he doesn't feel like he could lose to Bam in close to close combat, so maybe that's playing into it. I couldn't tell you. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Let me ask you guys this. I asked it in the video, but I want to know what you guys are thinking here. Do you believe that I think it was called Kallavan or Kallavan. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the sword, but the one that he pulled out against Kallavan, he had said and stated at the time this is the strongest sword he could make. Are you under the impression that he's actually not trying his hardest against Bam? I've seen some comments in my comment section saying you can't call this a true victory or something along those lines because it's not using his strongest blade. But when he pulled this sword out, he did say, I don't use it often because it consumes a lot of energy. Consider it an honor. When he got hit with Bam's attack, he said, that hurt. That was a good attack. I felt it from head to toe type B. And like with me, it's like, I would say that they're comparable. This sword looks more impressive from a showcase standpoint, and I think he's trying harder against Bam than he was against Kallavan. That's just his opinion. I don't know how you guys feel about that. No, he's going all out. What do you see happening in your next in your opinion in regards to the Kun situation, brother? Oh, I do want to talk about that, so I'll get to it. But just real quick, just on the sword thing before I get there. Yeah. I don't know how his swords really work, like the actual minutia of how it works, and these come to fruition. Part of me is wondering if he gets a subset of, like, it's almost like if you equip the sword has like status effects. Part of me wonders if he can use that barrier whenever he wants, or is it specifically with this sword? I think that barrier is the coolest thing he's done. Honestly, I love barrier to protect it from the rain. I think is really dope. I'm wondering if maybe Kallavan is the one that he uses when he just needs raw, straight up attack power, cutting ability, you know? And this is more of a all around type of thing. I'm not sure how you guys feel about that. I think the swords are around the same strength. It makes no sense why White wouldn't be going all out. I agree with that. One thing I don't get is Bam had the upper hand and he had the killing intent, like he was trying to murk White. So why did all of a sudden he's trying to absorb him? I don't know. Maybe he's trying to make him feel whatever he's done to other people. Maybe it's like a lesson, like you shouldn't have absorbed people. You're a bad person. Sorry, I'm just turn the light on. Or let me open the blinds. Okay, that should be bad. I don't know if that's better. Because I was not. I was looking like an unlockable character for a second. Whew. one thing I don't get is Bam had. Oh, I just saw that. I don't know. I guess he. I guess I think. But to me, oh, actually, you touched on something that you actually touched on something that I think. I think that what people were saying about the souls maybe being a temporary power up was right. Whatever spell that White has, maybe Bam is going to absorb that, and that's what will replace the multitude of souls in his like world mindscape irregular zone. You know what I'm saying? My personal issue with this fight is feel like there's no imminent threat. He's just lounging and dodging. I'm getting no satisfaction because there's no change in his expression. Yeah, I can understand that. I don't know if SIU's intent is to show like how dominant Bam is, and like it's not even a problem to him. It just kind of reminds me a little bit of Yoa versus Angel, and I think that's a brilliant moment. I love it. She had the flame on. She was in the air. She was doing her thing. But my issue with that is I think there's a big missed opportunity solely because she was in like a trance almost. So she couldn't even answer the things that Angel was yelling at her about, the things that happened in the 10th grade families, how they mistreat so many people in the middle area and whatnot. It's like you didn't actually take on what she was saying and then kind of trying to defend your family. You were just in a trance, you kind of beat her and you left. Like there's history with these two characters. I think there should be more interaction, more shit talking, things of that nature, and I'm not getting that. So it just comes across as just like deletion of White almost. I'm pretty sure he's at Barry when he was in the Mouse Tower. Did he really? Okay. Alright, that's my fault then. I guess how did I not pick that up? When he used it Barry the first, I thought it was so fucking cool. He was waiting for me to put my sword inside. I don't want a regular ass White again. Just kill him off. I think you can make it overpowered character fighting fun. SCU's done it with direct, and his expressionless thing is boring. Yeah, I feel you. So now, so Almighty, to get back on your point with the Kun situation. The moment I saw Asensio, I immediately assumed that Machete was plotting something. I originally thought that she was. Sorry, I'm just putting the light on just because I feel like I'm not bright enough in the camera. Sorry. I think that Machete is cooking some type of scheme. I don't know why I've never properly expressed this, because me and Vince talk about this all the time, but she has, I think whatever's going to happen, Machete had schemed from way back when she pulled up on Hajin's son the first time to get him to go to fight Kallavan so she can give him the sneaker sneak, because they could have killed him and bodied him. You would think, oh, this refugee so strong, oh, great family, had Hayur and kill him. Delete. No. She kidnaps him, brings him to a certain area. Why? Right? Then I think she did that to lure Bam here for some specific purpose. And then I stopped really thinking about it because at the time there was so much going on with Yama and the Asracha and now Kallavan and Lyborick that I forgot that the main reason that this is all happening is because of Machete. This is her plan. She put this in motion. Don't do this when I'm spitting, bro. Come on, camera. I'm gonna beat your ass. Right? So, God, I hate this. I hate this thing. Ah! If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna use my webcam on my actual laptop. Let me see what the chat's saying real quick though. I think you can make what's up? Hello, Karamo. Wait, Naruto Bam, let's do it. No, we're not doing that. You better not be in that world talking to Bam. Yeah. So when I saw Asensio, I was starting to think to myself, are we gonna bring some of the characters we saw in the Hidden Floor full circle? So, are we going to see Icardi? The reason why I personally really want to see Icardi is because I just hope he doesn't run into Bam for any reason. Because if you're any type of spell user, spellcaster, you run into Bam, it's just a mute point. There's just no point. We're done. Because why? Why are we even here at this point? Because Bam is just going to break all the spells. Because whatever, right? Arlene, son of Arlene, whatever the reason you think it is. I really want to see the power and the potency of spells within the Tower of God universe. So if Icardi is like, you know, this is grown Akari, not data Akari, and he comes and he's doing crazy blah, 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 gibberish and stuff. I want to see that so badly. So I'm hoping she's there. But like to me, it's like if you brought these heavy hitters with you, what are you preparing for? Or what are you going to enact? Because I thought she brought like Ran, and Ran maybe was with Novik and a couple other people in her family. I didn't think she brought essentially has his own faction within this family. You can almost consider him maybe the equivalent of a Lopobia family branch leader. So I'm just listen. Vince told me she had a plan. I believe, man. I don't doubt it. She's a schemer. I am a Jahar princess merchant, so I'm happy to see it. I'm here for it, man. I don't want to become famous. Is that a bot? Destroy him. Honestly, would have loved to see Rand Asensio showing up as fine, but it wasn't the best thing. What is your favorite anime? Sorry, I'm Italian. I don't know how the word anime translates to anime. No, it's anime. I mean, what is your favorite Japanese cartoon? Monogatari. Monogatari is my favorite anime. My favorite manga is One Piece. So, does that answer? I guess I gotta do it then. Can I do it? Bam. Reason. Bot. Hold on. Let me give you some powers, man. I got you. User action. I now grant you the power. How do I do this again? Of the RDA swordsmanship. You hear now? Yeah. Monogatari. That's my favorite anime, and One Piece is my favorite manga. Now, what else I want to talk about? Yeah, so I think she's scheming something big. I actually think that getting Kallavan fired, so to speak, or demoted might have been a part of her calculation. You have to still remember at the end of the day, she's a kun, and family members are conniving. I think that SIU does a good job of showing us which one or which family members are not like that. I would argue Rand probably still has that in him, but Rand is more of a leave me alone, I'm tired, you're annoying, and then, oh, it's fight time, it's fight time. Asensio in the battle floor or in the hidden floor didn't come across to me as a major planner, schemer, whatever the case is. Like, and it seemed to me like he kind of capitulated to Machete. Like, as far as Kuna Dwan, she was the next in charge. Probably because she was a Jahar princess or Jahar princess Canada at the time, whatever the case is. Like, okay, it makes sense to me. So I still think that she's in charge here. Even though Asensio, we don't know how strong he is, I would argue that Machete's probably has more leeway or pull in the family. I also don't think she's necessarily. I don't know how much of she cares about being a part of the Kun family. Is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think she's loyal to Kunadon. I don't think so. I really don't. I think she's self-serving. So yeah, is Monogatari actually that good? Well, yeah. Like Nisio Ishin is, in my opinion, one of the best writers that Japan has. He's one of my all-time favorites right now. I won't say he's the best writer I've ever experienced, but he's one of my favorites. So this is probably his best series. So yes, the anime, all things considered, does a really good job adapting the light novel. So I would say read the light novel or watch the anime. I do not recommend the manga. I don't recommend it. I would read the manga as an adaptation thing for fun. I wouldn't think so. Yeah. What did you ask me? And favorite character and favorite anime character. Well, Nazeyoka from Madaka Box is my favorite manga character. Really, really, really dope character. She's that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I would slay the Bob in my work. I may have missed it. No, you're good. Don't worry about it, man. Quick sidetrack. You so close to 4K, you gonna stream it? Yeah, if I get there, I'm gonna stream it. My celebration video for 4K, if I get there, is the I have a crocodile video that I made back in like Aprilish. That I'm very proud of it. I worked really hard and I wanted to release that video as a 4K special, but I'll probably do like a 4K stream for sure. So where do you think this white plot will go? I mean, I think he's gonna die, personally speaking. But oh my god, camera. Monogatari is worth it for the stargazing scene alone. Just drop it if you don't like it. Nah. It's greatness. but Monogatari is an acquired taste. You're not wrong. It's not for everybody. Yeah, I don't know I don't know what the point of this white thing is. I haven't come to my full big picture takeaway only due to the fact that I'm like, okay, is he using white as a stepping stone to power up Bam even more? Is that the whole goal of this, to make Bam even stronger? Because it looks like here he wants to absorb his spell. Is that what he's doing? And if white is still around, why? I guess is the point now. Like I'm not interested in seeing white climb as a regular and not have his powers and is insatiable lust to devour souls. And what I think is unfortunate about it, if white is defeated and written out, is that I still think that he probably has one of the most evil feats in the tower. I am a fan of real villainy. I like villainy, and I don't ever really need a reason. I don't need to be like, oh no, I'm like this because when my dad abandoned me when I was 4, and my mom abused me, and now I'm a bad. Like, nah, I don't need all that. Like, evil charisma out. This is why I love characters like Dio. Now, people will try to argue with someone like Dio. Oh, his upbringing, blah blah blah. Nah, bro. What does Speedwagon say? That dude was a scumbag to no matter what. No matter what would happen, he would have turned out to be one. So. Oh no. I didn't say I know you don't dislike Monogatari. I was just saying that it's an acquired taste. Like, I don't drop it after. If you get that far, keep going. All right, I'm just gonna use my webcam. I'm sorry, because this is ridiculous. Fucking tired of this fucking camera. I can't wait. I'm gonna when you guys see me with my new computer, I'm going to break this one on. I think I'm gonna kick this on stream. I'm gonna beat his ass because I'm so tired of it. All right, because I do not have time to keep fighting with this thingamajigger. Does that make sense? This USB live camera, bro. What are you talking about? There we go. God, this camera's so ass. It's okay. It is what it is. This is one of those streams, man. One of those streams, I suppose. I'm gonna chase a bag, stacking that Gouda. I don't need no reason. All right. What to be specific talking about? I was gonna transition into the Lyborick and Kallavan thing. The posture of silence was sexy. Rest of the fight, man. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. The whole time Bal fell in a trance, but all of a sudden he was like, I was planning for this move. Is he trying to showcase Bam now becoming more of a strategic fighter? I have no idea what SI is doing half the time. Dio part 3 minute worth it to me, despite all the mid it had. Nah, I love Stardust Crusaders. That's shit greatness. It's all good. It's all good. I feel it. Yeah. Current two Jedi. Okay, so let me think now. What could he be planning? I don't know. This is why I just want to just catch up. This is killing me. There's nothing I can do because Lion is so strict with how they do these things. So like I just have to do it like one by one. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I honestly think that this is probably, well, if you think about what I said in a couple of videos I did last week, where I have a feeling that this war is what's going to make Bam like truly famous, and he'll become the first Slayer who's a regular. Like, he would not have completed the climb, but will be considered a full-fledged Slayer, no longer a Slayer candidate. I think his recognition and influence is going to go up along with his power. This arc, for some reason, comes across to me as like, let me make Bam as strong as I possibly can, as fast as possible. I'm not sure what the reasoning is. Is it because maybe there's a family head possibly on the horizon? Not entirely sure, so I'll have to see. So I hope Rachel shows up and kills man. Rachel, la hell. I would like to see Rachel. Are making this arc a stepping stone for Bam's fame? I guess it's possible. I wouldn't put it past him to do something like that. I don't even think that would be necessarily that crazy, but yeah. But yeah, all things considered, the choreography and stuff of this fight's not really moving me. I thought it'd be a lot more interesting. I do appreciate that he's focused on it. Like he didn't really break away from this fight. He's been focused on it for a while. Now, for a weekly read in real time, it's a little bit much, but I think he should just get this over with, and then we'll move on to whatever's gonna happen next. I'm guessing part of me is also wondering what's gonna happen with the Cat Tower game now that the hybrider broke out. That was Bam's map boss, wasn't it? So how does he get to Hajin Sung now? Is the game over because he left? Like I'm not entirely sure. So we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. I don't know when Rachel's coming back, but my assumption is that Rachel's reintroduction will happen in the next arc or in between, like after this arc. I don't think we'll see Rachel in this arc. And I do think Rachel's reintroduction in season 3 is going to be enormous, incredible, extremely important, and I think that will tell us a lot about what direction we're going to be going into. Do we get to see all this, not the spells, the wishes, like all those things? Are that's going to come into fruition? Like what exactly is going to happen with that? So I'm intrigued. Rachel got through. Yes, exactly. I'm fully expecting Rachel to be advanced ranker level next time we see her. I'm sure Gusting is powerful enough to make it happen if Rachel uses one versus for power. So let me ask you guys a question about that. It's just curiosity. I think my mind on this has changed slightly, but I always argue that I think Rachel becomes way less interesting if she's actually strong. Like her kind of weaseling her way up the tower by using other people's strength and her not actually being a broken irregular, I think actually adds to her, like makes her more special and a lot more intriguing. I always said if it was towards the end game, completely different story. But I don't know if anyone else was in that. I'm kind of changing my mind on that now. Like if she came and she was actually powerful, even though she completely cheated to get this power, straight up wish, I think it could work, but that will probably be dependent on execution. But I used to be very against Rachel getting stronger. I don't think I'm that against it anymore, but execution will probably decide how I feel about that. If she becomes strong, she'd be too much of a coward to use her strength. You think so? I'm thinking Rachel will have another squad and she will have some device that changes the rules of Shinsu for her. I think it depends on her reasons. Rachel won't be ranker level until she reaches the top floor, in my opinion. I agree with that. Rachel being weak is better, in my opinion, but Gusting has the power and Rachel has the choice, so who knows what SAU is going to do. I think she will just have a one-time cheat power. Interesting. I don't know. I'm intrigued by it because I think Rachel is one of the most important things about Tower God and what makes Tower God truly a unique series in that sense. So Stingray go crazy, possible, but she come riding on the Stingray. Also, where's Mew Love? What's he doing? What's my guy doing, bro? Is he good? Like I'm trying to see my guy throw some hands, blue orb, baby. Okay, let's talk about Lyborick versus Kallavan. I'm gonna have a discussion with Vince and Milio specifically on this, where we go through everything. But just who y'all got? I'm gonna make a poll too. I'm gonna make a poll for you guys to wish. I'm gonna be betting. But here's a caveat: the fight has to conclude. I don't even care if people interrupt the fight, but it has to conclude. Like if it's like unresolved and like Kallavan and Lyborick's fighting and Doan like interrupts, it's like no, like nah, don't count. I don't count. They don't count. So, but yeah, who y'all got? I you know me, I'm a Kallavan guy, so I gotta go Kallavan, man. I still think that like I'm not making the same mistake I made with Yasaracha and Yama. I'm putting respect on Lyborick. All right, I know he cold, but I gotta go with 100 bands, man. 100 bands Kallavan. That's my guy. If Kallavan dies, Lyborick will fall too. I agree with that. The only thing that I can see Kallavan continuing to do if he is still like alive after this arc, honestly, you're not gonna like this. He's either joins Baam or becomes this like wandering vagabond who wants to get back into the good graces of the Jihad Empire by taking down the irregular, and he dies in that fashion. That's all I can think of. But I'm at the point where I think Baam's stronger than Kallavan anyway, so I don't even think if they fly, I don't think Kallavan would beat him. I really don't. We team great family out here. Fair enough. I want Lyborick to fight dirty. I think Lyborick will win. To be honest, I don't think Lyborick is loyal enough not to cheat against Kallavan. If Lyborick has a chance, he will do just about anything to wipe Kallavan. I can agree with that. Cause I mean, I don't know how I think. Maybe I'm giving Gusting a lot of credit because he kind of discovered Shinsu and whatnot. But I would kind of argue based on maybe portrayal and perception, the two. No, I'm gonna say that the smartest family might come across as the Pobedao family. I might be stretching that. That's a bit of a reach, but just bear with me for a second. But the Kun family, their personality is very manipulative and conniving, and they like to scheme and do these like little machinations and underhanded things, right? And he's like both, right? So I argue he's like part of the quote unquote maybe smartest family or family leader, if you will, on top of being a part of a conniving, scheming family. I fully expect him to do some underhanded things to win. But I do think that he is probably just straight up very powerful, especially as like a dual, family direct descendant, if you will. I think Lyborick will win. Okay. I'm gonna make the poll and see what it is. Maybe we'll get a little bet going. When I do that actual video, I'll have an on-screen bet with Milios because I know Milios is team Lyborick, so I'll have a bet with him and then with you guys. We'll do something. I don't know, change my name on Discord or Twitter or something. We'll figure it out then. But yeah, Pobedov family would be book-smart and Kun family street smart. That's how I see it. I like that. I wonder if Lyborick was part of the research foundation and what that could entail. That'd be interesting. There's a lot of things that I want to look into. I want to see dived into the past of the Tower of God. And by the way, so I don't know how a lot of you took this. Who said you put a 6 after by accident for Baam? I said he was top 60. I said that knowing I could be highballing him, but I kind of mean it though. Like I really do think he's probably that strong at this point. I don't think top 60 is crazy at this point because I do think that the blue holes might trivialize the ranker system because I really do think he did that so he can pull out whoever he wants from anywhere. Think about even some of these characters from Age of Genesis or whatever. Like, let's say he is legitimately that strong and he just wants Baam to have a strong fight with somebody. He can like this guy was some ancient person in the tower who was here before even the 13 great warriors came, and he just been in hiding. Nobody knew where he was, and that guy's like OD, like just as strong as like top 20 or something, With the blue hole, he can kind of pull out whoever he needs to and wants to at any given time. And I think that's why, in my opinion, he's kind of trivialized, English hard, the ranking system. That's what I think. I don't know how much these rankings matter anymore. I mean, I know it was never always based upon strength because Evan's top 100, and I would argue it's mostly because of his role and how prominent and how good of a silver dwarf and a guy that he is and his weapons, not because he's strong. I probably think Yuri's stronger than him. This is something I've seen somewhere else. Baam is strong for the moment, but after this trance wears off, he's back to advanced ranker level. Doesn't matter. I don't like that though. That's lazy to me. Like, make up your mind at this point. Oh, I'm lagging. I'm sorry. All right, we back. My bad. I honestly think I would hate that. That's lazy to me, which is why I think that maybe him trying to absorb White's essence, demon, dispel, I don't know, will supplement the soul's powers that he's burning. I don't think you can do that. That would be very garbage. So it's like, only when you can, like, it's like one of those things where only when he's super mad and angry. Because, like, here's the thing. This chapter makes it very clear that Baam is in complete control of what he's doing. We thought he was in a trance-like state, but he lured White in. So as far as I understand, he has complete knowledge and control of what he is currently doing with the Shinsu Rain, all of those things. If it was still like a unconscious state, maybe sure. But it comes across to me like he knows exactly what he was doing. He was talking about, hey, you said if I combine all my powers, X, Y, and Z. Bam is fully conscious here, so there's no going back. That's my opinion. What if there's another guy like the dude from the Essence of Bravery? Wait, like a dude from the Essence of Bravery. He would seem like a blue hole. Oh, you mean the guy who was inside the crystal? Essence of V. Nigga said that was V. That's an interesting one because that guy was supposed to be the pinnacle of like I was in martial arts and his body was in perfect equilibrium and all kind of thing. But I think he sealed himself. I think he is like the Essence of Bravery. I don't think. I don't. Is he gone? Is he still in the? Is he still low key in the Chaos Emerald? I don't even know. I never thought about it. That's interesting. I agree. Once you have beaten a high level enemy, you have cleared that level and you are above that stage. Well, here's the thing. I wish. Wait, also on slaps Bam. He behaved like a spoiled brat. I feel it. He said 3 weeks. 3 weeks. All right. Here's what I'll say. The better fighter and the better team or whatever doesn't always win. As long as it makes sense, I'm cool with the person who was still maybe canonically weaker winning a fight because they used a strategy or something. Like, what's a really good example that I like of somebody who I think was weaker in the fight but ended up winning due to like circumstances or whatnot. I don't know, but like, let's say I'm stronger than somebody, right? But I'm very confident in my physical toughness and they find something around that because I don't tend to dodge attack because I'm so tough. Maybe if you won that way, sure. I might still overall be stronger than you within like the universe in terms of matchups and how many people I can beat. But you won this one round, so I don't necessarily think just because you've beaten somebody, you're necessarily better than them forever. But in this case, there's no way Bam's. White already admitted he is stronger than me. So nothing else needs to be said. And I think Bam's like probably like base level is gonna rise with this. That's what I think. First, he forces everyone to save his sensei, then starts fighting White in between purely based on anger. It's such a dumb decision. I actually never even thought about it that way. One thing about you guys, I guess I find is you guys seem to like think about Bam's character a lot more than I do. I just don't find him interesting anymore, so I don't really think about like what he's thinking and how he's feeling and stuff like that as often as you guys do. What all I really need is I want more characters to do what you're doing. Like be like, bro, what is this? Like, not we're risking our lives to come here to save your master, and instead of going prioritizing the mission, you stop to fight this guy. Yo, if I'm Bam's friend, I don't care how much stronger than like how much weaker I am than him. Yo, I'm talking to him like, bro, don't do that. What the f is that, bro? Stop that. So yeah. Agni versus Annie Nasica, fair enough. He be doing his thing. Yo, real quick. What is the Shinsu Rain doing? What is it actually doing? Is anyone else kind of confused? Is it acid rain? Is it rusting him? Is it dulling the blade? Like, I haven't perfectly put my finger on exactly what the rain is doing. When he took down his bear, it looked like it was melting through his clothes, but it's like, I guess I'm trying to find what practical use that kind of has. I guess if it was a level of attrition, that's different. I don't know. You think it's rotting? Okay, that's fair. I think Black Shinsu is part of his Devour. Well, Black Shinsu's got to be his actual proper Shinsu quality and stuff because we've seen it. We've even seen it on the floor, on the hidden floor. Bam's character, that sounds like a paradox. Not gonna. So Isui at Shinsu weakening it. Shinsu rain, I related to the rain of very high sanitation water that corrodes materials. I don't think it's an attack. It's probably a side effect from the high Shinsu. Definitely didn't look. Okay, you know what? I think someone had said it before. Like he changed. Okay, it's like a side effect of what he's doing to the area. Okay, that's fair. Was Arya? Did Arya get caught in it? Does anyone remember? Was she caught in that? It has to be an attack. should affect her. She was in a panel with Rain. Arya is in a quantum state of you don't see, she doesn't exist, and she gets affected by the Rain. She is, I don't know if the Rain distinguishes between friend or foe. I can already imagine the future power up at some point would use concentrated attacks instead of AoE attacks. Shoot. You never know. You never know, man. You never know. I just okay. Let me ask this, because this is probably the biggest contention I have with a lot of people who just yell he's an irregular or whatever. But do you guys find the way that he's been getting stronger to be an interesting way to follow this character? Like, let's say he does these type of things all the way until Jihad and he beats Jihad. Is that satisfying? Like having him just get these powers given to him randomly, absorbing whatever the hell he wants, instead of actually seeing him train and overcome foes and go through different trials and tribulations and different scenarios to test different parts of his skill set in order to get himself to that level? Or is it enough for you guys that he just gets stronger? Like, what it like I don't enjoy I think this is a terrible, like, honestly I would argue that this is like a terrible way for White to go out. I think White deserves a better send off than this. If he's gonna die or lose this fight and this is the end of this conflict, I think he deserved a better send off. Not just okay. That's just how I feel. No, she lost the bracelet. No. I want to get his ass beat from one floor to another. I'm fine with the power up this time. I just don't like the level of strength he attained. He would have to become an antagonist for him to be interesting now. I don't recall if we spoke about this on stream. But I think I was talking this with Milios and Vince. Was it Glam? Who were we talking about? But anyways, I'll bring this up. How would you guys feel if Baam? Oh no! Was this with Bob Jesse on his Twitch stream? We're talking about what if Baam, this personality does create a dark change in him. He does kind of change for the worse, so to speak. Like he's a little more edgy, a little more dark, a little more, you know what I'm saying? And he's much more willing to kill and do stuff that like other high rankers do normally in the tower. He's not like the soft, sweet boy we know. And it actually causes conflict amongst his friend group because they didn't follow him solely just because he's strong, and he wins. It's because of what kind of person he was. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't see SIU doing that in the slightest. He doesn't punish. Bam doesn't get punished for anything he does. Characters around him just call him and baby him. The only person I've really ever seen him call him out, really, well, two, Rachel and Hua Ryun. But I think it would be super dope and interesting if that happened. Like, what if like Aguero? Aguero wouldn't do it. Maybe Rack. Cause Rack would do it. Cause Rack is like, yo, Black Turtle. What is this? You're just killing these people and blah blah blah. Like, what happened to the Black Turtle I used to meet that wouldn't, harm people just for no reason? I guess like. Like some dissension amongst the friend group. That's just me. That's kind of true. I guess with Juvio Grace, JVG arc, it was kind of that, but I guess he was more of a hostage. This would mostly be like an actual personality change, not more so of him pretending to be a Slayer candidate. I don't know. I always thought Baam's character trait is his lack of identity. I think if future power-ups were heavily tied to him discovering himself, yeah. I don't think SC would do it in an interesting way. If a character isn't going to train to gain power, then they need at least to make a substantial sacrifices like gain some physical or emotional. I think what's up, Vince? No way couldn't Rack reprimands Baam now. They're just baby him. That's fair. Those power-ups make me expect the corruption arc. He would have to become an antagonist for him to be interesting now. They're just so, I don't know. I mean, like, what do you guys think is going to happen after this? Do we transition to Wagnan and TeamSpeak and Sour Pork? Do we transition to Yuri? Do we get the Princess War arc everyone keep talking about? Excuse me. Like, what happens next? What's next? Because I think with both this series and One Piece, I'm ready to move on to the next arc or the next major conflict. Anything of the sort. The next major conflict or the next arc is something I want to move on to. I don't know. Ay, ay, ay. I just. Okay, actually, we'll talk about this for a little bit. What am I? I just been looking at my stream lag. This is crazy. I can't wait to get rid of this computer. I don't think a Princess War, but you refocus arc will happen. Okay, that's fair. Yama versus Yasaracha. How interested are you guys in that? You guys still care about that conflict? I'm gonna use a washroom real quick. I want to see what Yasaracha says. I don't care who wins really. I wasn't for one-on-one Reverie. I felt that. I was so invested in Reverie. That shit was such a jarring change to me. I don't care about the combat. I don't care about the backstory. Okay, like the Lopobia stuff and how how Yasaracha ties in with Doom's father. I will say Doom's father. Like it's not Yama and Paul's father. It's the mom. They don't have the same. But yeah, you know. I want the info from the fight and see Yama full transformation. The fight itself, not really. So I guess everyone's on the same page with me with this. Like that last fight kind of killed some interest and intrigue and like the actual conflict, but we want to know the backstory with the Lobobia family stuff because it might tie into something. Yama and Kubera sticking to his books. Yama and TOG. No, I still like as a character into Our God. I'm at the point where I think like if I'm going by like Rands, I'm Team Rand Sarafi over Team Rand Kun. I can't lie, but no, I like Balo. I still like Yama. Yama's, I think he's solid. I'm with him. I want info from the okay. I'm not interested in. I'm interested in ones from the characters in Wano, honestly. Yo, I need Wano to just end Wano. just end it. I'm ready to move on. Just in the sense that the story has essentially been saying Yas been right in most cases, wondering how Asu's going to make him be wrong in the scenario. If you guys saw my little theory video or whatever the case is, not my theory, talking about the Yasaracha protecting Yama, do any of you kind of believe that? Do you find it weird that he had so many opportunities to fully wipe out the K9s or Houndborns or whatever and he hasn't taken it? Do you think that he made a promise Doom's dad that like, hey, I'll protect your sons, and maybe the best way he thought was to just scare them into staying into their little cage in a little corner and not cause any trouble? Because I don't understand why he didn't mangle him the second time on the cat tower. Like he was just sitting there waiting for terms to pass. I don't know. I'm out of here. I don't want to hear any Kabera spoilers. No. I'm not gonna spoil any Kabera, man. Oh, unless someone's in the chat talking about it. Yeah, don't spoil Kabera, man. It's Tower God time. What happened to Red? Why did he never send me off to Baam? Speaking of Red, you see a Lopobia Ren in the corner? You see him? See him hopping around? Shout out to Red. No idea. I don't know. They busy? What else in this arc specifically, aside from the Lopobia backstory stuff, are you guys intrigued by? Do you care about what Van Kel is doing? Do you think that the flagships of the Lopobia will come through? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. There is one thing I already know about not know about. I'm pretty sure people have been spoiling me about in the comment section. I'm sure some type of family conflict is on the horizon. Um, the comment section and chat have not been slick about that. They've been very just straight up tell me like, oh, how would you feel if maybe the family blah 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 and trying to frame Lyborick and all kind of stuff. Like when people get into that stuff, I start to get a little like, are you telling me what's happening, or are you actually trying to predict stuff? I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore, but yeah, just make Yes Retro go out like not go out. I want to see Local be a family head. I would love that. That'll be hype. Let's get a family head reveal now. I'll be Brad put the kind of depth to the dad where he gave him more confidence to be more than a family pet and his rank. I just want to see him son his entire family, Machete and Asensio, that too. What Machete is doing, bro. I need to start purging comments. Arlie comes back in and beats Dope will be ahead. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry, cause I still gotta read the comments. It's fine. Don't worry about all that. It's just like I just wish they wouldn't do like I wish they wouldn't do it. I almost rather someone just straight up spoil it. Like this is what happens, or spoilers, and they do the little thing where they like put a bunch of space and they type something at the bottom. What I don't like is when people try to pass it off as a prediction. That's very nasty to me. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, well, Naya, how would you feel if Baam was able to make like this, like a Shinsu rain that could like? You're not predicting shit. You saw the chapter like 3 weeks ago. Don't do that. I just think it's childish. Like you're not fooling me that you're smart, because I'll remember who said that and like, oh, look at you. You ain't know nothing. You said that. I don't like that. I think Asensio was very powerful. I'm gonna go top 300, maybe around that 100 mark, because he has a branch in his own family. He's supposed to be one of the best spearmen in the tower, but I would like to see him actually display spearman type skills. I don't necessarily care about how literally powerful he is. I want to see him actually display like proper skills that are related to being a spear bearer. That's more. I'm more interested in that. I know you were kidding. Our lead coming to stop like that. I know it's a joke, because we probably all think if it gets that bad, Loose Lick will be the one to come and be like, hey, this is my Slayer candidate. Bye. And he's gone, right? So compared to the Shenny stuff, I give him top 200. Reading that without spoiling. How do you think? I think it was a good chapter. I liked it. It was dope. I like what Kuro had to say. I'll leave it at that. I'll do a Kubera stream in a week, and we could talk about that later. Because I believe we're still an enemy, so I'm not gonna get into that right now. Do you think Asensio's tattoo is related to his power? I don't. He has a tattoo? Did I notice that? I don't think I noticed the tattoo. I can't get past the fact that Haku said that he looks like a Kingdom Hearts character. I can't get past it with like the pants. He looks like a Kingdom Hearts character. I can't get past that. If there's a tattoo, I didn't notice it. I don't think so though. That'd be interesting though. Like how would that work? Like I don't know how that would work in the tower. I want to see Emil Love use his glove inventory actually. You loved. Let's go. He's a generational talent. Generational talent. I love that man. I want to see the family head. We see odd people, but not his friends. Yeah, I think it's time to reveal a couple more. I think he would have been fine showing us how you're in the last stage, but maybe he hasn't fully designed all these characters yet. I'm not entirely sure. Nicholas versus Lopo Bia had a low-key redeemed arc for me. Even if it's just a clash. Like no, you can't have Baam. You know? And it's like, don't worry, like, we'll come for you. And he like pulls out with FUG. Like, that would be so bad. Like, what if he comes through on his leadership gimmick and he's like, nah, you can't have this nigga. Throw him to the back and someone catches him and they dip and he knows, oh, that'll go crazy. Because, like, here's what I was thinking. If the Falcon had actually showed up, I actually think that Baam would end up impressing this individual. And here's how I've always seen it in my head. This is just pure headcanon. Don't take this seriously. He comes on his anima gimmick and everyone gets controlled, but Bam is the only one who can break free because he's an irregular, right? And he goes, you know, like that's I don't know. That's what I kept thinking. I think looks like from my understanding, looks like is a guy. Yeah, them red eye banners waving. You know what I'm saying? That would be so cool. He said you can't have this nigga. He kind of cold. That's my irregular. So yeah. He had a tattoo on his face in the hidden floor. Oh, okay, maybe it's the design change. Okay, I didn't pick up on that. I watched a couple of reactions. What did shock me, I would say, is some people need. I guess it didn't shock me, but some people waited for Asensio to say he was Asensio for them to know it was Asensio. I'm like, oh, it's Asensio. Like as soon as I saw him, I'm like, oh, it's him. Like he had the spear in his hand, blue hair. He looks similar to he does on the hidden floor. So after the clash, the admin's gonna shut down the whole floor. That'd be sick. How would Elaine react to the BFF head? Well, you would love for her to be like this to maybe see a moment of like anger and hatred there, considering what he did to her and the test and everything that family has done to her. I do think this is a very missed opportunity for Elaine. This is a floor where her family is involved, and considering what they did to her, I think she can make some kind of statement here. I think Elaine should be very strong or amongst regulars and whatnot, but I'm tired of this fight. I accept that all the characters that I like are meaningless. Okay, I like Lori, meaningless. Hot, meaningless. Anak, I don't even know at this point. Karaka, oh brother, like I've accepted that everyone I like is kind of mid. I got Mew Love here. I'm gonna take it, but I want SIU to know. I want SIU to know this. If your bitch ass didn't kill Arya and somehow Mew Love dies, I'm coming to Korea. You have to see me. You have to fight me. There's no other option. You're not gonna let that bitch live who's not important. We just met her. She's a part of a fucking spell in some guy's body. And you kill the greatest ranker to ever live? We gonna have problems. Like we're gonna fight, fam. I'm going to Korea. I'll walk there if I have to. She not be there. My worst fear is Local P5 secretly not Jihad's loyal follower, but he's actually on V side and kinda like Kun. Because then it kind of gives Bam so many allies. But what I would like to know, if there is going to be a family conflict, like a lot of comments are prognosticating, I would like to know pretty much every family's proper affiliation. Are they neutral? Are they Team Jihad? Are they against? Does it depend on what's happening? Maybe they'll ally sometimes they won't ally. I would like to know where kind of every family stands. And I would like to see and hear something about the two Pari. That would be nice. I have no fucking idea. Even the Ari family, Ari. So I want more stuff. Elaine hasn't said a word the whole arc. Basically, it's the Bam show. I know. I'm in the mud. Season 1 and 2 early characters are dead in the water. They're not. Yeah, it's true. I'm hoping she'll be more important when her family rolls through. Listen, man, I hope for a lot of things. You told me to keep the faith. Yo, your Slayer getting packed right now. That faith is gone, brother. I just want to know why the Holy Racial family is sleepy. Well, it's the Fonse called branch of that family. They'd be sleepy. You got King, you got Drag, King sleep, you got Young sleep, Laura, and you got Miss sleep with Irure. Maybe they got protection should you control technique. I do recall something something about reading Shinsu in their sleep. Maybe it's akin something related to that. Do you think SIU will go more into politics after this arc? I think if the families are actually having like dissension amongst each other, possibly. I don't know how well he would handle all of that though. So that remains to be seen. That'll be intriguing in its own right. Yeah, I have no problem with Gus Seng or some other independent affiliated family works with Bam though. Yeah. There are certain people who work with Bam that do not bother me in the slightest. Like, I have no problem if Yama feels any level of being indebted to Bam and they're cool. That's fine. White Bam being friends is trash to me. Karaka and Bam being friends, it's not nonsensical, but I think he forced the issue or being amicable with one another. He forced that. That was super forced and jarring, but it is what it is now. Yama being cool with Bam, sure. Gus Dang not really messing with them, whatever, sure. Maybe with what happens with Yuri, Ha Yurin and whatnot, and maybe Yuri spoke to Ha Yurin about her. Maybe she sides with him. Like, yo, not only do you have my great grandson, you have my great granddaughter in there. Like, what's going on, bro? Like, I'm not fucking with the Jihad family right now. I'm a side with this. So there are certain families that I can see doing it. If Aguero had a way more leeway and sway within his family, he can get the Kun family to allow Bam too. But he doesn't have that kind of cachet amongst the Kuns yet. He's gonna have to make for himself. And what's up with his motivation? Doesn't he want to be the family head? Like, let's see some personal motivation from Aguero and his own goals and ideals, and I want to see him pursue that, not just bam, bam all the time. Like, come on, bro, stop slurping. Don't Gustang hate Bam or just not care for him? He came across as pretty neutral to me. I know he doesn't like his dad. He's like V. Yeah. You raise a family to get a drug test. You know what someone said? They raise a family is just always stoned, so they always sleepy. They train you in their sheep. I think the whole Eurasia family is sleepy, but we want to see Fonseca. I think Eurasia Boston is pretty late, something like that. I know she can accelerate Chinsu. That sounds cool. He hates V, see potential in Bam. Pobadal is probably just using Bam. Family politics is raw. Guerrero's dream is the forgotten thing. Bozo is in Bam's dream. Guerrero just Bam's group kid at this point. Oh, I don't disagree with anything that's being said here. I forgot that. You know why I know that? I recently I was researching for a video that I was making for Tower of God. I'm like, I forgot he wants to become the family head. Even I forgot that. I knew it, but I hadn't thought about it in so long that it wasn't in the forefront of my mind. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. This arc, like, at the end of the day, I want someone to understand something. Let's say this arc is bad through and through, but after this arc, we bounce back and we're good for like the next 3 years. I will just look at this as a blip, as a very low point in the series that I personally was not that engaged in, and we'll keep it pushing. I really don't think this series is unsalvageable or unsavable or whatever the case is. Do I like the direction we're going in? No. I'm kind of worried, yeah. But if this is just the only bad arc we kind of have to have, maybe, or this part of season 3 and we move on and we're good, I'll take it. Just fight strong people. Does Rack have one too? Well, Rack is a hunter and he wants to be strong and fight stuff. I don't think he has a concrete specific, I want to do this, but Rack is supposed to be a combatant, which is my biggest problem with his character. Rack is a dope character. Great dude, phenomenal friend. Those bro speeches go hard. You're a combatant who always talks about hunting turtles and blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z, and you don't fight. That's whack to me. Fight. Aguero's dream is to be banned waifus. They gonna start their own branch, their own family. The 25th, the 25th line. He gonna turn Aguero into a woman. That's how strong Bam will be at that point. He'll just be like, yo, transition. Rack pisses me off because he does nothing. Yeah, I hear that. I miss test floor Rack. I think we can definitely come back. Yeah, I think so. He slept for 3 years. It's like unlimited potential to explore his goals. Yep, I still have hope for TOG. I think it's going to be unsalvageable as we distance shift perspective from Band to Wagner and Yuri. I do think we're reaching a bit of a breaking point. Like, if we kind of are in this weird feeling for like the next 2 years or so, I think that I don't know what's going to happen with a lot of the fans. But then again, like, there's certain people that I hear who are telling me that this is Tower of God at its literal best. I don't know how they got. Like, here's the thing. I will never speak at anyone's literal enjoyment. I don't care. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can be like, yo, I like watching paint dry. Okay, I mean, I don't, but good for you. I can't comment on that. Being a peak Tower of God is wild. That's a wild take to me. That's a hot take in my opinion. Like, you like it, you're enjoying it, sure. This is peak Tower of God. That's Cap, Minish Cap, Capsule Corporation, Ice Cappuccino, Cappity Cap, Cappy from Mario Odyssey. All the caps you could think of. That's just no, nah, we're not doing that. Has Rack have fought fight? Most of Rack's fights have been off screen. He got off screen by Indiana though. Yes, they did fight, but it was kind of off screen. I do believe that he had his little competition with Ghost or whatever in the first season. I don't recall ever seeing a Rack fight from 1-on-1 from start to finish being on screen. He's dummied some people. He's done some things, but he got off screen by Indiana if I remember correctly. So, yeah, embarrassment. It is Cappity cap. This is Tower of God in peak mud. There you go. Like just cap everywhere, bro. Cappity cap, Cappy, Capsule Corporation, Ice Cappuccino. What's the man? Captain Kuro. I don't know. No. I'm not messing with it. This is peak mud. I want Hats to fight Indiana. I did too at the time, but I've always wanted Hatsu to take down someone from the RDA family. That or Direct Lieutenant. I think that's something I always wanted for him. I don't care if it's like when he's a B rank or A rank. That was something I always wanted for him. Cause he came across as like he was on this really important warrior path since his loss to it. Someone remind me he lost to was the left or the right arm of the devil? I don't remember their names, like Ben Smo and Kasano or whatever. I don't really care about them niggas. I won't lie to you, but you know what I'm talking about. And to me, he came with this kind of like swordsmanship, Bushido type of whatever. Because I was even impressed in the Name Hunt station when he kind of tied with Aguero with like the little, they hit each other. I'm like, okay. Then when the Lopabia Princess came out, he didn't use the one that was ignited. I thought his showcase against it was pretty interesting. My transition later on, he comes in last station, he's cutting through people, he's doing his thing, and then here's that moment with White, and to me this is all pushing him to become a better swordsman or to like see swordsmanship in a different way. And then he did what he did with Donghae or whatever it's called with Cha against Kendrick, and all my hopes and dreams died in that scene. I'm gonna lie to you, all my hopes and dreams for him just evaporated into nothingness in that moment. So yeah. Ben Animo, Hasa Commander, SU dropped the whole Hasa's kind. Ish out of nowhere. Yeah, I want to see Rack and Slugfest and Bloody and Crazy. That would be dope. He needs that. I don't know. But this series looks like transitioning into the point in the series where anyone who's affiliated, close to, or likes Baam are just going to basically essentially be his underling. Like, they're not going to have their own real agency anymore. They're part of Baam's faction, which is a little disappointing, but can't say I didn't see it coming. I would say I just didn't see it coming this early. I recall seeing an interesting comment, and I wish I remember what it said, and I could go look, but I'm gonna lie to you guys. Like, I'm super happy about the growth. Like, we're growing. We're close to 4K. We're growing on Twitch. Everything's better. Watch time, views, subscribers, everything's up, and it's great. Comments too. I'm losing the comments, bro. I'm falling behind every day. I'm like, damn. I used to read every comment, and at least answer and or like heart them. I'm falling behind. But there's a comment that I saw that they think that actually we mistaken Tower of God. Something along the line that by time Baam gets to Jihad and beats him, that's going to be a conflict that's dealt with, and the reason why Jihad locked off the rest of the tower, that's going to be the real climb. Like, whatever hostile administrator is there in X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. Like, that is not the end-all, be-all. So, I don't know how everyone in the chat feels about that, but that's a comment that I saw maybe twice. Something along those lines. I can't remember it verbatim. I'll have to look again. So yeah, White and Hat's interaction was pretty cool. Yeah, it's a bad show, and that's it. Isn't Hat's the son of a blacksmith? I always thought he would be linked to Eshwal Edwaru. I don't foresee that, but I'm good off. Well, see, I'll speak for myself. So Joy Boy doesn't get mad. I'm a fan of characters who are just like nobodies, so to speak, making a name for themselves. I understand that even if I'm Michael Jordan's son, that doesn't mean I'm the next Michael Jordan, but like the lineage is still there. Like, I like the idea of Indiana just being a regular. So yeah. I low-key don't care about floor 135. Jihad has my full attention. Some people are not are thinking that Jihad will go down even before that floor. Like in my head canon, right? Yuri is going to be a big reason. Yuri and Wagnan's kind of role here is to kind of actually help get all the keys. The 13-month series. I'm working on that. I'm not going to go into what I'm thinking about that. I'm working on it, but I am interested in what's after the floor he locked off. But I do want this conflict with Jihad to be very, very, very important and impactful and integral. Like that has to hit. If that doesn't hit, I have issues. I really do. That better be your personal finish. Can't upset JB. Can't upset JB, man. Don't want. I remember someone saying that Baam should have been ranked level at the beginning of season 3, and I agree now. He was ranked level at the beginning of season 3. He was ranked level on the last station. When SIU wrote that blog post saying with the black mark, if that have grazed a ranker, they would die. To me, he was rank level. He just rank level with like a uncontrollable power flux or spike. But when season 3 started, it was already beyond ranker level. That was very obvious to me. The way he was fighting with advanced rankers and other rankers, he beat the K9 guy. Even though he didn't use Hound Bow and Transformation, did Baam use any Thorns, Black March, any of that? No, he beat his ass. Then he actually beat a ranker, and then, yeah, you're seeing what he's doing now, so. Here's the thing. The floor next to 134 could be the last floor, so there goes the Climb Dreams. Do you think so? So you're thinking it's possible the 135th floor is actually the last floor before the top? I have never heard anyone say that. That's very interesting. I've never heard that. I don't think I've ever heard that sentiment before. Not once. Not even one time. Because usually I ask how many floors do you think are after the 135th floor, and people will say anywhere from like 100 to like 12. But you saying that it's actually like, it's basically 34, 35 top, that's interesting to me. I wonder. When I first started TOG, for some reason in my head I thought the world side was a futuristic modern society, lol. I mean, I'm not entirely sure because it almost looks like you could come from different places and enter the tower, because Urek sounds like he comes from our world. Star, sky, blah, blah. Maybe also Rachel, but Baam was in like some cave. I don't know if they've all come from the same exact location. That's a very interesting to think about, because I often think about the outside of the tower, because this is supposed to be a universe, a Tales User Story universe, so there's a lot of thought in there, but I fear that we're wasting brain power on that. I don't think it's gonna really amount to much. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I agree with you. That's how I always thought. I'm not interested in something we don't know or something is in the future conflict right now. What we have right now is important. It should be done right. Very well said. No issues with what you just said there. Totally understand that. But so let me ask you guys: is there any characters that you really like that have become unimportant, like me, and you're like suffering because of it? Like a Lore or something. Is anyone else in the same boat as me? I guess if you're a Wagner fan, you understand what I'm talking about. I told people though, being a fan of the characters that I like in this series is hard, bro. It's not easy. You don't get nothing. Ran. I really hope he's here. I don't necessarily care if Novik's here. I'm not gonna lie to you. If Novik's here, it's cool though. I really hope Rand is here, man. I hope he's taller too. I hope he's taller. I really do. I hope he's a little taller. I don't care if he's a munchkin. I remember the video that I made now that I was trying to remember the other day. I said that Rand came into like the climb as the best trained regular that we've seen in season 2, like Mamicide. Like his combat repertoire and versatility and abilities were very impressive throughout the second season. Cause he honestly, in a lot of ways, he was stealing the show from me. He was doing lances, throwing spears, popping his relines. He was doing all types of extremely cool shit. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, like I really never thought Rand would ever get sidelined. Like if there was one character I never thought would get sidelined, it would have been Rand. I do hope that if he comes back full force. But then again, now like I don't know, he was so cool. I really like Novik. I don't dislike him, but I'm just saying, like if he wasn't there, I wouldn't mind, because I think she said it was my family, and Novik is a subsection of the Ha family or something, or some like diluted bloodline descendant. I can't remember exactly what it was. I want to see Wagner and Shinsu quality so badly, and whoever he has to kill with like the soul edge, the sword he got, for him to whatever with fate. I want to see Anak back. Yeah, Anak is one of my favorite characters. You guys know this, so yeah. Anak and Dorsey ran. The Ran of Anak fight is the best choreographed fight in the series. It's up there for me. It's like top three. I got like that Jihad and Bam and Elaine versus JVG or Bam, whatever you want to call it. Those are like some of the best ones, just from a choreography standpoint. I'm trying to think of some other ones. Like I actually do like Kallavan and White. All things considered, I thought it was fine for the. It wasn't very long, but I like that one. Jin Sung versus Kallavan. Every time, the more I reread it, the less impressed I am. Is that weird? Like I don't know if anyone that happens to somebody. Like every time I reread, I'm like, this was not that raw. Like it works. It was serviceable for the moment, but it's just like a couple of hits. Thing fishes his nose, as a bravery. And then he leaves to go find Bam. So I'm a lightning power merchant, so not seeing Ran or any Jian Sula. I think it's one L. You're close. Physically hurts. Okay, I feel that. I think Jian Sula has only one L, but I like Lightning. Ran was my favorite character the first time I read this, so I totally get it. He's cool, man. He's really cool. Is he my favorite? No, Machete's my favorite Kun. Kun Dwan might be second just because, you know what I'm saying, he be out here, he piping, he doing his thing. But yeah. It seemed a lot longer when I first saw it. That's what I would say. It's not that long. It's pretty quick. But maybe because it was weird, I don't know. I like that because it's weekly. Maybe I like that fight until it was martial arts. Then it became beams. I do think it's funny that all of Kallavan's attacks to me sound like sixth grader moves, like awesome attack, back bomber, super attack. Like his names for attacks are funny. Kallavan is strong, man, and I just like his fighting stuff because he's like this impeccable fortress. Like he's just tough turtle shell you can't break through. Atomic blaster, yeah. He got some funny names. I'm like, are you sixth grader? Like, oh man. Did you guys think that Hajin Sung is still overall stronger than him? Did you think that Kallavan like cheated to win that, or were you in my boat where it's I'm not sorry saying at the moment Kallavan was stronger, but he won. A win's a win. Like yes, when Shenny came at the end and did the sneaker sneak, but I think he kind of had that one. I don't know what he was gonna do when he kind of when he like did I think fast skip and he froze them all and you're like what's gonna happen and then she hit him. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I don't know if that would have killed Kallavan. You know what I'm saying? Because his Tiger Dragon Gate was incredible. Put the hole in him. And he's like I'm Donut Van, but he's like nah, I'm still good. He's like you should have kept attacking and took his arms. I thought originally he broke his arms off. I thought his arms fell off. I guess he just mangled them, but originally I thought he off. Yeah. Yeah. I first thought that, but Kallavan showed his fortitude time and time again. That's what I was saying. Like maybe it's kind of a battle of attrition type beat. I'm not entirely sure. I think Adesung would have brought out something stronger. Shenny came. Okay. Well, do you think that would have been enough for him to just win? This is something. This is one of those moments in the series that we go back and forth a lot on every once in a while. But give me a sec. think Hajin Sung would have brought us. Oh, Kallavan could have supplemented his body parts with essence of nothingness and continuously, but Jin Sung doesn't have that. He would lose. But didn't Han Sung Yu say that he's also blessed by Shinsu? So maybe he might have been okay. Might have been blessed by Shinsu, but I don't know. It's a good point though. Yeah, Ha Jin Sung has one of the oldest beings in the tower. He has tricks. I think he could have pulled it off. He's done the most damage to him so far. Yeah, that's fair. Where would you guys rank him if you had to rank him? Like how high would you put Ha Jin Sung? Think he's in that 60 range? How high is he? Top 60? Okay. Where do we have Kallavan? Top 100, but not that high, but right before the top 50. Okay. That sounds about right to me. But is Baam stronger now? Top 3. Ooh. Below Baam? Below Baam. I want to say. Kallavan in the low 60. Okay. Commanders are top 30 for me. That's fair. They've been impressive. Like the Slayers, the ones that we've seen need some work. Baam, not Baam though, but yeah. You said you don't think we've seen a top 50 yet. Bonjour, mon coeur. A top 50 yet? I don't know. Van Kel, I guess, but that's we gotta think about that one. Commander, yeah, I think Commanders you gotta put respect on. How strong do you think Yas Ratchet is? Because I don't think Yama got any stronger with the tooth. Did he? Is it a power up or was it a fear nullifier? Like what was that exactly? Yeah, but all right. We'll talk later. My bad. I know I didn't answer you in a while, but we'll talk in a sec. We'll not wrap up the stream. I got a Van Kel low 60, opposite of Kallavan, pure offense to his pure defense. That's actually not a bad point because I don't think I've seen Van Kel really do anything defensive in nature. It's all been fire and attack and orbs and blazing orbs and AOE stuff. That's a good point because Kallavan has been a lot more like a defensive fight. I don't know. But he's showing off like high defensive capabilities, so that's a good point. I think Yas Ratchet is the weakest of the commanders we've seen, but he's circumstantially stronger than Yama. Okay, I can agree with that. And plus, I guess as an animal user, he's got a little more tricks because he can always kind of 2v1 you, so to speak. So that's all well said and well taken. I think I agree with that. But I'm trying to, because I want to do a ranking list, right? So I'm trying to like think of a lot of the characters that maybe I'll do it with you guys instead of doing it myself. Maybe I'll do a stream, get Vince, maybe get like Haku, get Milios, and we try to rank the Slayers, give them like a specific number range. Yeah, that sounds fun. Have you ever seen some of these like power scaling videos? Because Boss Jesse was telling me a lot of them are bad. I was thinking about watching someone stream because I heard it like really bad and awful. It's like who's making this? Like who? Like I've seen the thumbnail where I saw like a Van Kel and Hajin Sung was way lower than a Van Kel, and the Van Kel's number was like whatever power level. I'm like I keep thinking about watching those, but I think I'll watch it on stream with you guys because that'll be funny. Yas is probably the weakest top tiers in this war. I got him closer to 80s. Ivanka has been like a scanner to me. SLU uses her for hype and not for fodders. Okay, well, Scanner did beat some notable figures, but I hear what you're saying, though. I hear what you're saying. Praise the sun, man. Salute the sun. Shout out to Scanner, man. The one? Let me just real quick. The Natsu no Taizai, I know what the anime did and what it ended up becoming, but at one point that honestly was on the precipice of being a really good battle shonen. even though I consider it a battle shown, a love story, this disguised as battle shonen. I was a really big Nanatsu no Taizai fan. I don't know if you guys know that. I was like Zeldris, Ban, Scanner, like I was a stan, man. So but that ending is awful. That ending is awful. Once the like Estarossa true reveal happens, I think we went downhill. But anyways, that was just a quick tangent because I used to be really fond of that manga, and the Taizai manga fumbled the bag too. Bad. I really love that series. It fell off. Yeah, I was a fan too. That's what it is. We'll have I'm gonna have a Fire Force stream soon. We're gonna have like December will be a lot of the stream specific stuff. I want to do one for Fire Force. I want to do one for Kaiju number 8. I want to redo the Mashal one. What else am I thinking? What am I thinking? Oh, Golden Kamuy we gotta talk about because Golden Kamuy has been. I'll caught back up to Golden Kamuy, Mashal. I'll catch up to Sakamoto later. Dino Ace is the last thing I'm gonna catch up to. I gotta catch a Dino Ace. Once I catch a Dino Ace, we gonna get it, man. We gonna get it. And also no ties that is still enjoyable to me. I think the end fights were just dragged out. There was a lot of I don't remember everything, but I had some actual story and character issues and stuff too. Merlin really bothered me. When Merlin turned Chisak and Kusak, Chandler and Kusak into Pokemon, talking about people have elemental weaknesses. You're weak to thunder. You're weak to wind. I'm like, that's garbage. That was whack. That was super whack. Ominous, Nebula. You seen Zeldris? Yo, you almost had that one. Anyways, yeah. Have I been watching Mushoku Tensei? I don't watch anime like that, so no. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse go hard though. Tell him that was horrible. No, but I haven't watched that. No. What's the last anime I watched? It can't be Golden Wind. I can't be that bad. Is it Golden Wind? Was it JoJo? Was JoJo the last anime I watched? I can't be that bad. I caught up to One Piece in Wano, so I did that. Because in 2019, I became a Don Juan merchant. Salute the best country on the planet, China. That's my country, yes, sir. So I got into Legend of Hay, Scissor 7. I got into 100,000 Bad Jokes. I got into White Snake. Got into Neja. I got into a deification of a deity what's it called? Deification of deity. And then I branched off into France. So I started watching some stuff from like Bobby Pills and stuff. So we had Vermin. We had Last Man. We had People Do. Crisis Young. Like I have branched away from Japanese animation for the most part. Or Fog Killer 5 Elements. Like I'm really big on like a lot of the stuff that's coming out of China, and I watch a lot of stuff from like Europe and France and stuff like that. So I haven't really watched anime like that. But I'm a fraud because there's no reason for me not having seen the Gintama movie. The final. I'm a fraud, and I still haven't watched the Evangelion last movie. I'm cooked, bro. I'm just washed. I'm just cooked. That was horrible. Did I watch Jujutsu Kaisen? Not really. Like I watched moments and episodes, but I just read the manga last year when it came out. I didn't really think. Have you watched Link Clicked and it's the most famous Chinese anime right now? No. Send that to me. Like tweet that. I'll forget. So tweet that at me on Twitter. Like just like send me the name of it or a link, whatever, and I'll peep it because I've watched The Legend of Hay season 2 like a couple months ago. That was a blast. I can't wait for the 3rd season. I think Scissor 7 is getting a movie. That's gonna be good. Because that 3rd season was special. That was a really good 3rd season. What's that French anime? It was on YouTube. I forgot the name. You talking about Radiant? By what's the name? Vincent something. I haven't read Radiant in a while, but I actually read Radiant in French. I was thinking about actually doing a Radiant like recommendation video and doing it in French. I wanted to test how a video would do if I actually just did it in full French. I was thinking about it. I know a lot of the Kubera people who follow me are French speaking, so I was thinking about it. I would have to obviously put subtitles myself, so you know what I'm saying if you don't speak it. But I'll figure that out. I have a lot of ideas. Yeah, well, Wakfu's good. Wakfu's cool. It's good. I think the new volume just came out. Radiant is great. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna catch back up sooner rather than later. But Radiant's cool. Yeah, you're talking about Wakfu. Yeah, Wakfu is really good. Wakfu's older. I thought you were talking about Radiant because it's the one that most people know about when you said thing. Because that guy's from France, I believe. I need to not be. Wait, I need to not be and read it in French. Lazy. I feel it. Now, for certain things like that, like if I know, I like to experience everything kind of in its original form, the best way that I can. Like, is that movie called City of Gold? Like, I don't remember what language is it. I want to say Spanish or Portuguese or something. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm uncultured. I just speak two languages. All I got for you. But like I remember someone saying, "Oh, there's a version where someone dubbed it." Like, I don't want the dub version. I want it in whatever language it's in. So I'll just watch it like that. So yeah, so when I watch certain things like Batman, people do The Last Man or whatever, I just watch it in French because I guess there's no reason not to. They don't sound raw or cool often, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Wakfu's cool. If you haven't seen Wakfu, look at that. Wakfu. I think I'm gonna. I think I might have to do one on a stream one day. I guess I don't know. I might do like a what would I call it? Like a underrated or overlooked series recommendations where I talk about a lot of stuff around the world. City of God, yes, that's a gold. I'm sorry, God, yes, that's what I was talking about. Cause I saw that movie in school in film class. I said this was a really good movie. But there's a lot of cool stuff out there. Motherfuckers was the thing I was forgetting. Motherfuckers. That's what I was forgetting. Cause that the English cast for that had like a lot of big names, like from like Vince Staples, I think was in that movie too. There's a lot of good big names in that movie. And what's the other one I'm forgetting? There's a lot of cool things that I see and I watch and I don't get an opportunity to speak about. It's no. That's not entirely true. Here's something a lot of people do to me that I don't like. This is as a side note. This is as a nitpick or whatever. I'm gonna complain a little bit. I like complaining sometimes. Am I an elitist? Absolutely. Am I a gatekeeper? 100%. Am I a hater? Now listen. Yes. But I don't like when people say, "What do you like then?" That's what gets me. Don't act like I don't like shit. Do I be hating? Absolutely. Dark side energy flows through my blood. All right, I like to piss people off. This is who I am. I usually keep it with anime and manga stuff. I don't really go for real life shit. But, bruh, don't be like, "Oh, well, what do you like then?" Because that's my group chat, and I was like, "Bro, stop talking about the One Piece live action. No one cares. It's just cooked. Who cares? Like this, I promise you, the One Piece live action could be good. I'm not watching it. I don't care. Like, oh, what do you even like, bro?" See, they do that. I will mark for an entire week about Monstrous, friggin' Coffin Bound. I will be like, "Oh God, Sister 7 season 3 was so good." I'll talk about X, Y, and Z. "Oh, I really like this chapter of Romantically Apocalyptic." Crickets. I'm standing with my entire chest, but no one knows what I'm talking about, so they don't care. But the moment I go, "Oh, that Wano chapter was kind of mid," oh, you're a hater. Oh, turn it off. Y'all not serious, man. That's so unserious to me, because I stand shit. Some of you guys were in the tier list videos I did. Did you not hear me slurp Nisio Isin? I went on like a 10-minute rant about how Kaiki's the best character he's ever written. Don't act like I don't like shit. That's one thing I say. You can call me a hater, but don't say, "What do you like?" I like a lot of stuff. Being a elitist is fun. Being a elitist is needed. We need to gatekeep. There's certain people who should not be fans of things. They're dumb. And they spread their idiocy like a virus. Okay? I believe in gatekeeping. It's raw. Oh man. I'm curious. I may see the first episode and feel it. This live action stuff is cringing. I can't. Yeah, even and like the Nami stuff, like, oh God, cut it out, man. Oh, internet's so nasty sometimes, but it is what it is. It's cringe. But yeah, I don't do live action anime stuff. I know I've never seen a good one. I don't. They're like, oh, those involved, so I don't care. But yeah, if it's good, I don't really care. You're just bro. You're hating me, having me crying. Sometimes you gotta hate, man. You gotta have some hatred. But I balance it, man. There's a lot of stuff that I like. I just don't always get the opportunity to speak about it because for the most part, people don't really know what I'm talking about. Like if I go on a long tirade about why I think Micah Half-Wolf is one of the best female leads I've ever experienced, like, what the fuck is he talking about? Monstrous? A comic book? Turn it off. You guys just like your anime and manga. Y'all niggas don't even be gaming. Y'all be making Simi sick. They're like, yo, they don't be playing nothing. He be sick, bro. Play some games, man. I love games too. I missed. I really enjoyed Edge of Tomorrow. I did Togashi hate on the manga. Yeah, for sure. Edge of Tomorrow. That sounds so familiar. Oh, there's some K dramas that I like too. By the way, I've seen some K dramas that I've like. I'm not a big K drama guy, but I've seen a couple that I can get behind. But yeah. But so yeah, sometimes I gotta hate. My hatred be strong for things I dislike though. Like, nah, you guys, I don't even know how many of you guys were around back when the first time I told niggas I don't like Erased on the stream. I went in on Erased. That's the worst shit I've ever seen. It was up there. It's one of the worst anime I've ever seen. I don't like Erased at all. And Erased set itself up for failure by someone was like, it's a better time travel story or a story with time travel elements than Steins Gate. And I was like, Cap, Minish Cap, Cappy, Cap Corporation, Ice Cappuccino. No, we're not. No, it's not. So I already running mad. And I won't lie to you. First episode had me shook. But then after that, it was mid. So yeah. Tom Cruise live, die. Okay. Live, die, repeat. Erase was garbage. Yeah, Erase was putrid. Horrible. Cause I know like 2 people who I talk to often who watch the Ace Attorney anime. And like, oh, you like Ace Attorney? Let's talk about it. I'm like, oh, which game did you play? And they're like, oh, I watched the anime. I'm not talking to you about it. I'm sorry. That's how I am. You can call me an asshole, elitist, whatever it is. If you want to talk to me about something like Ace Attorney, Steins Gate, Danganronpa, you need to play the visual novel. Or even Fate Stay. I don't care if you watched Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night. If you didn't play the visual novel, I'm not talking to you about it. You don't know nothing. You know nothing. You've seen nothing. You have no idea what's going on. I'm not talking to you about it. I don't want to have to correct all the weird shit they did in the show and I want to talk about the gameplay and everything that we did and what choices you made and where did you get stumped? Who's your favorite prosecutor to go up against? Like, I want to talk about those things, and you can't do that if you didn't play the game. And I'm not having a conversation. I don't care what anyone says about it. That's how I am. So yeah, One Piece really hyping the episode 1000. Are they really? What episode is that gonna be? Rooftop? Wait, are we in Roof Piece? No, we can't be. I watched the last episode I saw was the one before King and Queen. It can't be that far, right? I watched Yamato fight with Ulti, which was a cool animation sequence, but I'm like, bro, just watch it. I don't know. Recently, my friend who just started and caught up to One Piece told me I'm reading One Piece wrong when I've been reading it for 10 years because I didn't like Wano. Only increased my desire for keeping, and there you go. Reading it wrong? That's funny. No, not Roof Piece. Then I don't care then. I don't give a damn. That would have been crazy if they got the episode 100 with happened. Yeah, no, that's impossible though. I'm sorry. I jumped like a couple episodes, and the Wano pacing is still slow. The Straw Hats Avengers moment. Oh, when they all squad up. Okay, I think on the life. That's not moving me. The last really great episode of One Piece that's rent free in my head is the one with the warlords and stuff. That was really good. The one before Rocks. That was a really good episode. I still think One Piece was at its peak in terms of anime during the run from the Long Ring Long arc, so Daily Back fight up until Water 7 or post Ines Lobby. Actually, no. We can go kind of all the way to Marineford-ish, but for me, my favorite version of the One Piece anime was pretty much that Water 7 to like post Enies Lobby to Impel Down stretch. Like that was peak for me. we really lost our way when around Dressrosa. Then I was uninterested. I did watch the Katakuri fight, so that's really all I saw in Whole Cake anime. And then for Wano, when they switched the animation up, I kind of peeped it, but I'm still more of a manga guy. The crocodile flex, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see that, man? He's so raw. It's over there. Yeah, on the live floor. Okay. But yeah, I gatekeep sometimes because for us. I do it for us. It's a necessary evil. So we get less dumbasses talking about shit we like. Cause like, yeah, I don't know. What's my opinion of GA arc? GA arc. That is right after Skypiea. Yes, right. Thinking about Skypiea in the anime, I liked it. That was fun. But if I'm thinking of the right thing, that when Luffy was infiltrating and did like the little peace sign and shit, I remember liking that a lot. Actually, there's a couple of filler arcs or filler shit that I like in One Piece, but there was another one when they met Foxy again at like a resort. That was funny. I had a good time with that. Yeah, the arc is solid. I actually thought that was like that would have been interesting if it was like canon, like if they actually came down from the balloon octopus and landed in like a marine base. That's kind of like, you know, you could just kind of call coming down somewhere randomly. That would have been kind of cool. Yeah. It's been so long since I've seen that. That's so crazy to me. I really been here for. I'm a dinosaur. I got like 3 years left, and I'm cooked. Wow. Enjoy it while you can, guys. But yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, G8 was cool. I liked it. There was another. I don't even remember. This fillers I like because I remember even for Bleach, I didn't mind the Zanpakuto arc, not the Bantos, the one with where all the Zanpakuto like manifested and materialized in the real world. I actually thought it was pretty fun, all things considered. I don't know anything about Naruto fillers. I didn't watch any. I don't know them. I saw Curry of Life and I said I'll never watch any of these fillers. So I don't know if Naruto had good ones, but I recall seeing one actually. I think the guy like I don't know. You know what? I'm racking my brain and I don't even care because it's Naruto. Bleach anime need to come back. I need rawness back. It's coming back. Aren't they doing the 1,000-year Blood War arc? It's coming back. 2022 gonna heal you. Why does filler get so much hate nowadays? It can be good. I don't know. Because when I was growing up, the concept of canonicity and people who understood canon was far and few in between. I'd argue that's not the case anymore. So maybe that's what's playing into it. People want things that are like canon and it happened. And that's just nonsense fan fiction. So, because even Katekyo Hitman Reborn has some really good filler in there. I'm like, and even though the filler was Araki Romano and the events of the flashback relating to the Aquabardeno, I believe was canon. It's been a long time since I checked that shit. Yeah, it was enjoyable. I actually liked it a lot. I didn't like that they went back to the past twice, but still, it was cool. Youngins can enjoy fillers. The foot race shit Naruto had me sleep. I never even see that. Bleach is also uncensored. Old school Naruto filler was hilarious. When the filler was happening, I was already reading the manga, so I was like, I don't remember any of this. And then that was the day I learned what filler was. I was like, oh, I don't care about any of this. And I just didn't watch it until Shippuden started. I just didn't watch any of that shit. So my friends watched like Curry of Life and all kinds of whatever, and I'm like, I did not watch any of that. I was good off that, bro. And I say, didn't I bring water? We gotta do more talks like this. We just talk about a variety of like shows and animes and mediums and stuff. But I don't get enough opportunities to kind of flex my my diverse palette of things that I like from all over. I kind of get boxed in often to just speaking about Tower of God and One Piece, so it's nice when I don't have to just speak about those things. The rough was but I think filler hate is partially due to the seasonal nature of anime nowadays. Yeah, most things don't really run for a really long time the way that One Piece is like that. They go by season a lot now. That could possibly play into it. Ooh, kind of the antagonist from Curry of Life became canon. Really? I didn't know that. But that does happen. That reminds me of Ryoma's brother, and I almost said Etches in Ryoma in Prince of Tennis. Ryoga was a movie character that became canon in the new Prince of Tennis. That happens. So, yeah, fair enough. Because if that arc wasn't one of the swordsmen in the Curry of Life arc, one of those guys was like a lightning swordsman from the Mist or something, right? One of the 7 swordsmen. So maybe he was canon, right? Like, imagine you have to wait a year plus for a filler arc rather than source material. Oh, okay, that's fair. Any TV shows you watching? I'm excited for Wheel of Time, which season 2. Which era had the best romance series? 90s, 2000s, 2010s. I think 90s. Well, 90s has my favorite rom-coms. Maybe the 2000s. Let me think. I don't actually watch a lot of live action TV shows nowadays. I don't. I watch Doom Patrol with my favorite person. We'll just leave it at that. I watched it with her often, so we watch Titans. I'm not a fan of Titans though, but we watch Titans together. I watch Doom Patrol. I like Doom Patrol. I need to finish Black Sails. I'm Vikings and Black Sails need to finish. I'm just bad at life. But you know what it is? I don't know if anyone else is like this. I actually find, even sometimes when the episode's really good, like I love Euphoria. Like I really do. I like Euphoria. But those episodes actually feel long to me. Like when they're like HBO 50 to an hour plus for an episode, I really I get antsy and jittery and like I want to go do shit. The reason why I get through shit like Scissor 7, Legend of Hay, Adventure Time, Over the Garden Wall, regular show so quickly and easily, they're 11-minute episodes. I don't feel like my time's being wasted. I get a beginning, I get a middle, climax, end, resolution, whatever, in 11 minutes. Brevity. I'm a fan of brevity. I don't really like I'm getting older, I have less time, but those episodes be long, so sometimes it's just getting me to sit there for 45 minutes. I'll be like, even 22, sometimes I'll be struggling. I skip the intro, I skip the recap, I skip the outro or the ending. So the episode itself is just like 16 minutes, you know? Like I be getting, I don't know what's wrong with me. So yeah. Yeah, Lightning Guy was added to the manga later, had a kid in Boruto. Okay. What's good? What's so good about Scissor 7? Scissor 7. I had no expectations. I was just watching it to watch it because I was getting into Danhua. But the first thing that I would say is absolutely like ab workout hilarious. Like I am dying of laughter. It is extremely funny. And one of the hardest things I think to do as a writer, creative team is to balance incredible comedy with the seriousness of whatever is going on. And I think they do a really good job at that. Like things get serious and they're serious, but sometimes it's serious with a mixture of jokey, but it doesn't ruin, like it doesn't undercut the moment. Like it's super funny. The action is really good. I think the characters are all really good and fun to follow. And I would argue with this last season, we kicked it up a notch in terms of how serious things are getting, but still never lost that initial charm, the thing that brought me into the series. And watching some of these characters grow throughout the various seasons has been fun. I just think it's a really solid animation show. You know, like it's really solid. It's really good. Action's on point. I know, no complaint from me. I think I like Legend of Hay a bit more maybe overall, but Series 7 is great, man. You don't worry about Boruto spoilers, Chief. I was about to say, I get that. Most of the shows I watch be like 40 minutes on some movie action with it. Yeah, it'd be hard for me to sit through that sometimes. I just be like, or what happens is I watch them in like 2 to 3 sittings. Like Sherlock, an episode of Sherlock, I might watch it in one episode in one day, but I might watch half an hour in the morning, 20 minutes in the afternoon, and then at nighttime I watch the rest. You know. I feel there's too many shows nowadays. Yeah, that's a fact. I think there's been oversaturation of things to watch and do and stuff. And here's the thing: this might sound bad because, like, listen, I'm not particularly into this whole extreme leftism and super progressive stuff. I don't like how they even write these shows now. I don't even think they're writing stuff. They're just pandering to all types of identity groups. Like I don't like that. I don't think that's interesting for me to read. Maybe it's a new generation and some of this stuff is just not for me anymore. But a lot of those tools I can't really get behind because there's an obvious push here an agenda or like type of group you're trying to truly empower, and I don't. It's hard to hide that from me. I go like, oh, brother, this is some super feminist movie. Like I watch Gunpowder Milkshake or something with somebody. I'm like, oh, brother, here we go. Like I don't know, like, I'm off that. I started cycling anime on Netflix. What are you watching? Should I watch sub or dub? Whatever you like. I like both. I'm not moved quite yet, but I think it has potential to do so. Oh, the cycling anime. What's it called? You talking about Yamushi Pedal? Is that on, I don't know what's on Netflix. I don't know. You talking about Yamushi Pedal? The only cycling anime I know is Yamushi Pedal, and I used to read Windbreaker on webtoons. So, all the shows and movies do is pander looking at you. See, like it's not just me, man. Like it's hard to hide that from me. Again, I don't mind. I don't care. But it's just like if I see it, it's not something that I particularly care about. I'm not gonna engage. Plus, like I'm consistent with that. So even sometimes people are like, oh, you should peep this. Why? Oh, the creative team's black, main character's black, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. My question is always gonna be, is it good? I don't care who made it. Is it good? I always support things to support it. I support things that I like, that are good, that I believe it. I'm not just gonna support it because you have a gay lead or this and that. I'm sorry, that's not moving me. Is the show good? Is the book good? Is it a good game? That's what I care about. So, and that bothers some people, but hey, that's the evil world we live in. I'm trying to think. Oh, for video games, that Sun Wukong game, I want that. And was it World of Kings from China? That was looking really good too. That was looking incredible. Yeah, I don't like Pandering with the glasses kid. You ever read Youngbi? Yeah, I read Youngbi. Youngbi ties into Gosu. That's what. Youngbi the Invincible ties into Gosu. They're part of the same universe. So that it's been a long time though. I was shocked when I saw some of the characters that I saw. I was like, wait a minute. Y'all from Youngbi? What are you doing here? I didn't know at the time. I didn't know when I picked it up that it was like that. So yeah. The message has become more important to them than storytelling, precisely. And it's not even like a message; it's pandering media trying to deface some absolute moral high ground loose. Yeah, I feel that. I remember reading one shot called "Stripping of the Flesh" or something. It was about transgenderism. It was really good. Really. Yeah, I read some comic books that handle that stuff pretty well, I would say, or at least having characters make mistakes. Yeah, I like Youngbi more than Gosu though. So do I. That's not a crazy take, honestly. I feel it. Youngbi the Invincible, man. That shit raw. That shit's cool. Kung Fu Hustle, yeah. Kung Fu Hustle is great. It's a good movie. I haven't seen that many movies, so if you ask me if I've seen a movie, that's always a valid question. I have not seen that many movies in my life. That's not like superhero shit or something like that. But I actually do like Kung Fu Hustle. That's a good movie. I have been reading this really underrated webtoon called Guardians of Video Games. It's really good. Not bad. I still gotta catch up to hardcore leveling again, and I gotta do. Yes, I swear every time we talk webtoon, someone brings up Red Storm. I haven't read Red Storm in like 4 years though, but I had caught up to it. My friend Kyle put me on it, and I was enjoying it. I like even the kind of like grayscale kind of art style it had, all the stuff too. I thought all the characters were cool. I just haven't read it in so long. I don't remember nothing about it. It's one of those series that if I pick it back up, I have to start over. And there's certain series for some reason that happens to me a lot with. I was actually talking about this with Vince last night. If there's two manga that I've reread from start to latest chapter hella times, and I can hardly remember any details, it's Witch Hunter, manhwa obviously because it's I guess from Korea. It's Witch Hunter and it's The Gray Man. I have read two from first chapter to the latest chapter, and I just fall off for like 2 years, and then I'm like, what the fuck happened again? Every time, I don't know what's wrong with me. So you missed that Bozo John. I feel that Witch Hunter got some bad bitches, alright? That's all I'm saying. That's how you draw elite thoughts. That's what I'm here for. Elite thoughts. Witch Hunter, man. That shit's so good. Man, I Mr. Bozo John. It was supposed to smile on my face. I'm giving we were trying to benefit of the doubt. I'm going to finish the second season because it's supposed to be your mid-season finale or something, right? So I'm going to finish the season, and if it moves me, I'll keep reading. If not, I might be done with Unordinary because you know what I'm saying. D grade man is paying because it's been on highest for rate. Yeah. And you know my rule: if it don't come out, it's mid. I don't care how good it is. D grade man is good. It don't come out, it's mid. I love Black Lagoon. Don't come out, it's mid. That's the rules. I can't. I gotta hold everyone to the same standard. Okay, I gotta do it. D grade man is too confusing for me. I don't even think it's confusing, but anytime I'm not like in the flow of information with D grade man, because like I think that you know what, the Alma and Kanda backstory or whatever is it's a little messy if you're not like if you can't just kind of read it in one thing. I'm not really confused by D grade man, but D grade man is actually one of the few manga that ever made me cry. So I always remember for that. Back when I read that scene with the boat, with Miranda, keeping everyone's time going. I won't say nothing. Yada yada, blah blah blah. I was like, damn. Should have real nigga tears. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, who is my favorite character in Witch Hunter? You see, and now I gotta remember because in Witch Hunter, it's the girl who uses the earth, like the earth. She's like mad important in whatever the fuck, but she uses like earth type abilities. I just cannot. I'm sorry. I know I completely cannot. Like I was trying to remember. You have Tasha. He got his sister. His sister got the hat on. They could, he had the backstory with the witch. You know what I'm saying? They had their little thing going on. Then you know what happened, and then there was the other guy who also uses guns like him. It's like I really be racking my brain to remember what the f happened in Witch Hunter. I cannot remember, but yeah, she was my favorite. Then it was one of the witches of the west or east or south or one of them. I don't remember. I'm gonna do it like, but Witch Hunter is not is something that's not. It's a very easy reread. So like I usually when I read it, I just need one sitting. So I'll catch up to it. I don't remember her name. Tanya, and she's like a brother or something or some sibling or something or some. I can't. You see, like I'm trying my best, but like you have so much information in this head. But I really like her. East is raw because she has Soter. Yeah. He. Togashi Alberi too. Hold on, he faltered once. Wait, what did I miss? Yes, I read Red Storm, The Green Man Confusing, Favoring Witch Hunter. You hold Togashi to a different standard. Do I? Tara's big sister, boom. Togashi Alberi too, something Dolberg, second right robe. He hit the writer's block. I know he just had to give health issues. Tanya, yes. East to West, the Sabo yeah, Hunter. Yeah, that was really good. I'm gonna have to reread Witch Hunter now because it's really underrated. Yeah, it's good though. It's really good. I just don't remember what it was, but okay. Tomorrow I'll probably do a Tower of God discussion with Vince and Milios, and then me and him will talk about we'll hash out the Kallavan versus Lyborick stuff. But I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna go cook and eat and relax the rest of the day. You guys have yourselves a mighty fine day. I don't know. Ooh. No, I'm done for the night. I'm done for the day. I'm not working for the day. I was thinking about streaming again later. I'm done for the day. I'm doing a webtoon character stream too. A tier list that we did like a couple we did last week. I'm gonna ask the guys to give me 6 characters from webtoons, and we're gonna rank them. I've been having fun doing the tier list. I hope you guys have been enjoying them too. They've been fun. They've been toxic, but they've been fun. So let's keep it going. But you guys have yourselves a mighty fun day. I'm gonna be out, man. You're